Hey everyone, and welcome to Gadget Talk. Man, Chad, it has been a long time since we've been on together. We're going to spend some time catching up a little bit. And so
even talking, we haven't talked very much. And I have to apologize right away here because unfortunately I've been sick all weekend with a cold. So my voice isn't the best.
Yeah, well, this that season I've been sick off and on. So let's see here. I'm just looking at over here as everybody's come on. Tricashus is on with us, saying good evening, Cash Builder. So I'm excited to see Gadget Talk back on. Lost Ken says, hey, Chad, I agree. I've missed it so much. Bell on the Moves joined us. Hey, guys, I'm looking forward to a great show. B&J Bish, Gadget Talk is back. It's a Yuletide treat. And Tricashus says, I'm afraid they're going to make me spend more money. Well, that's what we do. All right. Let's see here.
Well, we don't make them do anything technically, but
Seabiscuit's on here from Washington.
I don't have a problem encouraging them to.
Yeah, that's easy. And of course, when we share the links, those are affiliate links. So I'm getting that out of the way right now. So we got Seabeck Tribe on here, or as I call her Seabiscuit. Let's hear. Audie Olson's on here with us. Houston, Texas, Dave. Happy holidays. And Shandrum is on here with us. Tiger Eye. That's a new name. I don't remember seeing that one. 1017's on with us. DS Mavis from Kellytown, Georgia. Pizza Ninja's on here as well. Paul's joining us. Cash Iron Skillet, Gadget Builder here. Awesome. GCDSK11's on with us from Medicine Hat. So a lot of our old viewers are back on with us. We are so excited to see you. We're excited to be back. So we're hoping to be able to do these more, but we don't know because unless I get not working at FedEx and get a day job again versus a night job, it just doesn't work out for us. So that's where we're at on that. I really want to be back on here with everybody all the time. But during the week, when I'm working from 7 to 5 o'clock in the morning, 7 p.m. to 5 o'clock in the morning, it's a little hard to be on a podcast. So JNL Geocast is with us. Jim Stark is on here with us. So yeah, just everybody's joining in from here. Just really loving seeing this on here. So Chad, I guess we might as well do our sponsors and then we'll do some catch up. What do you think?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
All right, so let's take care of that. We'll take care of the business real quick, and then you'll be stuck with us for the next hour. So, all right, let's see here. It's been a while since I've been on here. I got to find where the sponsors.
I was thinking the same thing.
Let's see here.
I'm glad you're driving.
Got it. All right, here we go. If you have not become a patron of the Geocache Talk Network, what are you waiting for? Patron levels start as low as a Bison Tube level at $3 a month. To sign up is easy. Simply go to the Geocache Talk website and click on the Become a Patron button, or go to patreon.com/Geocache Talk. Patrons now get the famous Blackout coin, invites to special events, and other really great items throughout the year. Become a patron today.
Logwork, the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine Write in the Rain paper. The logbook's designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who'd rather go caching than doing cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
Have you subscribed to FTF Magazine yet? FTF Magazine is the #1 geocaching magazine available. It is a quarterly magazine that you can be part of. Submit your geocaching milestones and adventures to be published. FTF Magazine is also interactive with puzzles to solve and the hunt to find Spartacus. If you can solve the puzzle or find Spartacus, then you will be entered in to win a special path tag. Every new subscription, you will receive a special swag pack. Subscribing is easy. Just visit FTF's website, ftfgeo.com. Don't miss out and subscribe today. All right. So we're here, and you may hear the kids in the background here with me tonight because a lot of different stuff going on. They're finishing up decorating the other side of the house, and I'm like, you know what? I don't care. This is a Christmas show. They'll go do your own thing over there. You may hear some little dogs barking because, even though Chad and I haven't talked in a while, we both got 2 new puppies around the house. So
4 total, I guess, right? 2 each.
No, I only have 3. Just like your female dog passed away, ours passed away. About 2 months ago as well. So
yeah,
it takes 2 to not replace. That's not the word I want to use. It takes 2 to fill the place in our hearts from that one.
Yeah. so we did. And right now, I'm not sure if that was the best decision, but
yeah, we got ours yesterday. So I'm still in that honeymoon phase yet. So
yeah,
but yeah, they're funny. They're having a lot of fun. So love seeing on here. I know we didn't mention this at the beginning, Chad, but also we can give out a couple of Gadget Talk coins tonight as well.
Oh, nice. Those are great presents.
Yep. So I'm going to put in what you're going to have to do. We're going to do it as a random. So we're going to give out 2 Gadget Talk coins. We'll give one out at the bottom of the hour, and then we'll give out another one at the next one, right before we go off air. And I'm going to put up what you're going to put on. I'm going to create the banner real quick, and this is what you're going to put hashtag, and you're going to say Gadget Talk coin. So go ahead and get that in there, and you only have to put it in once. All right, so we just put in Gadget Talk coin, hashtag Gadget Talk coin into the comments, and then you will be entered in to win and win that. Yeah, no, sorry, Shannon, it's not hashtag new puppy. That maybe we'll do that for the second half hour. Yeah, put in Gadget Talk coin, and that puts you into the entry to win one of our Gadget Talk coins tonight, which is a great gift for anybody. So just remember to go ahead and get that in there. All right. So I've seen all of them coming in right now. Gadget Talk coins. Everybody's entering those in. We don't have a lot of those left, I don't believe.
I only have a couple myself.
Yeah, I have a few here at the house somewhere, and I know Gary's got some, and so we'll get with you all on that later on. So, all right, Chad, what has been going on in your world over there in Seattle?
Busy. Making lots of stuff. I have 2 big caches that I've been working on to replace some of my older favorited caches, because I like to replace them after so many favorite points, and then it gives me a chance to kind of change the puzzle, refresh the board, the geocaching puzzle board, but then kind of put out new ideas and try new things. So I have 2 big ones I'm working on right now to get put out, and then working on lots of personal things, building lots of stuff, printing a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm looking at all the 3D printers in the background right now. I see 2
just got rid of 2.
2 bamboos, and I see 2 Prusas, and you got the new Mega Prusa too, didn't you?
The XL, finally? Yes, but I got rid of the 2 Cobra Maxes.
Oh, did you? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just don't have enough room. 9 printers.
9?
Yeah, that was not. I had 9, and so I didn't use them. Unfortunately, they're very, very slow.
Yeah,
they're not very expensive. You get what you pay for.
Yeah, especially with the bamboos; those are so fast.
Yeah, and the prints failed half the time. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. And I'm looking in the background. I see an IG-11 droid back there. Of course, your battle droid back there.
I don't know if that changed too much. I did a bunch for Halloween, some backpacks, and if people follow my Instagram, they will see stuff I've been putting out. Some of it, doing giant Lego trees and Christmas, those Lego ornaments, stuff like that.
Yep, Chad, B&J Bish was saying, Chad, love the upsized Lego tree. That is really cool. Of course, as those that follow us know that I love Lego as well, and that I coach Lego robotics and stuff like that. So not as much as I've had because of my schedule. I've had to turn a lot of that over to my wife. She's been doing that. But yeah, it's been, for me, I wish I've been able to make a lot more of anything. It's just been, like I said, with my schedule, I'm sleeping during the day and working at night right now. And pretty much on the weekends, I'm spending time with family until I can get a new job. I'm not really doing any caching right now. I wish I was. The last thing I built, and I see if I can find a picture of it here in a minute, was something for our robotics that we did for get the word out. We did did some stuff for it's the Museum of Science and History here for the scarecrows for Halloween. And we ended up making a Darth chicken, because FLL, the mascot for the FLL is a chicken. So we did a Darth chicken. And this thing was probably about 6.5, 7 feet tall. And it was made completely it was recyclable. So we got a green award and we got the People Choice Award on that one. So those were actually cash awards for those that went to our Legos. But it was completely made out of the frame. Then we had chicken wire, but everything else, the feathers were all out of milk jugs. And I'm talking luckily enough, there's a company here called Ring that actually makes these jugs. So I was able to go to the factory, and actually they donated a whole bunch, and they said, we can give you a bale of the ones that we've crushed, and it's like 1,000 pounds. I'm like, I don't need that many.
It's a
I
little
ended up
much.
getting about 300, probably about 300 to 400 jugs. And so we sat there with the hot knife and X-Acto knives and cutting these feathers out and then stapling them on this thing for hours. And it thing is massive. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of it real quick on there. But yeah, we got that. So that was one of the last things I've built in the shop. So it's just been kind of, I've been really slow on getting stuff done. I'm trying to get back out there and get some maintenance because some of my caches need some maintenance right now. And I'm going to be replacing some. And one of our, and I haven't seen him on here yet tonight. I'm surprised he's not on here, but Rumba Cats, when we were out here at Cache Fest, gave me a whole bunch of different caches that I'm going to go and actually put his caches out in the area and replace some of the ones that need to be replaced here locally that been out for a few years and some other stuff that's happened. So I'm just going to use those same locations and just refresh the game board here as well. So that's where I'm at on that. And just trying to get time to actually even get out there. Right now it's kind of rough. So, and of course with it getting dark so early, which you're a little bit further north than I am. So it gets a lot darker where you're at sooner than here. So
yeah, it's already dark here, I think.
Right.
We're at about 4-ish, 3:30. I think it starts going down. So
yeah. So
but yeah.
And of course Cache Fest Oklahoma's coming up this July, which you guys have been doing quite a bit of planning on that. And so that's really exciting there.
I'm excited for it.
It looks like it's going to be a really great time. I'm looking forward to being able to be there and getting to see everybody and be out with the community again. I really do miss that.
Yeah, it's boy, I miss seeing people. I've done a lot of caching lately, which is odd, but been going to a lot of events, the Halloween events, stuff like that here around this place. So around Seattle area, Washington.
Right.
And so I've actually have done quite a bit of caching or going in events lately. So that's been really fun. You're talking about your Lego group. Something that always is in the back of my head and I forget about it is we haven't done a Lego geocache.
No, we haven't.
And, I think you've been over to my house, but I have a Lego room upstairs that's almost as big as this room full of just Legos.
Right. On the other side of my monitor here,
yeah,
we are sorting Legos for our group. And when I say we, I mean my wife. My wife is sorting. There's 250 like solo cups because every single type of Lego has a different. We're not doing it by color. We're doing it by this type. And so she's over there sorting through these for some of our groups. We already did all our Technic. Now we're doing this one, and then I'll be building shelves and stuff like that for those. But that's just a lot of Lego.
I'm gonna have to think about a Lego one because, I don't know why I haven't done one.
So I was just looking at Paul's comment here. It says I don't like Lego caches where you simply count colors on a side, or something like that. I like to see something better than that. I think it'd be really cool if you used Technic somehow. And you had to do something where you had to slide something, almost like a locking mechanism. We did a Lego cache.
I thought you did something.
Yeah, and we did a Lego cache, which was a safe. And that was actually part of my Lego group. They did it. And you could see the tumblers in it. And you'd actually turn the tumbler so you could actually kind of line it up. And then you were able to slide it out of the plexiglass. The issue that I had with it, and I want to redo it and redo the kind of design of it, but somebody forced it and that locking mechanism, it popped some of the Legos, even though I had glued them. And that brings us to probably one of the first things for a Gadget Cache Builder, because this glue works really great on Lego. Let me see if I can find it. And it's the
Craggle.
Yeah, Crackle. Yeah, Craggle. No, actually it's the you got me hooked on this stuff, and I fixed more stuff.
Is it the BSI?
No, it's not even that. It's the
I have several ones I use.
Yeah, it's the acrylic. What we use for acrylic.
Oh, okay, yeah. The
Weld-On acrylic Weld-On.
Yeah.
I was looking for my link on here, but it was missing. So yeah, the Weld-On. So let me pull that up.
Yeah, the Weld-On works great. I mean, it melts the plastic together. That's why it sticks.
Yeah.
versus like a super glue type of glue.
Right.
Will actually
And,
glue it
and
together.
it's, we usually like the 4, isn't it? It's the 4 that we like.
Well, it depends on the speed you want and how thick you want it to be. Is the
Right.
difference in the numbers? I think I use 4 is the thin one that I typically use, or
That's what
6.
I've always
6
seen.
is like a gel. It'll be stronger. The 6 will, but it takes a lot longer to dry.
Right. So let me bring this up. I'm gonna bring this so everybody can see this. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna find it. Where is it at? It's this one here. Okay. So there's there we go. So there it is. There's the weld on. This is a really great product. I've replaced and fixed things. Our Ninja blender got dropped. Okay, and it cracked with the lid, the top of where the plastic is. I was like, oh man, I hope this works. I was able to fix the top of our blender with this stuff. So this isn't just for gadget caches, which is great for doing acrylic work and all that, or even gluing your Lego together or anything like that. This is really great for even stuff here at the house. I mean, I keep it along here at the house all the time. And I'm gonna drop a link. We'll go ahead and take that off the screen real quick, and I'm gonna drop a link in the chat where you could actually pick this up. So here, let's see here. I'm dropping it into the chat right now, and this is the link for that weld on. So that is such a great product, and like I said, it's really great. Not even just for gadget caches itself, but you can actually use it for a whole bunch of different stuff. And then the other thing, if you're going to get that, you want to get, not that one. You want that. There's your weld on. But if you're also doing weld on,
You doing the syringes?
Yep, I'm trying to get those. Get the syringes and the needles on there as well. And I have the needle here, and I've got to bring it up again. So I think I'm just going to do the share entire screen this time versus a window. Here we go. There. Because I jumped into another one, which is these here. And let's see, let's hide that. All right, so there's these. This is a 20 pack of these. And I'll drop this link in here as well. This is the needles, and this is the blunt needle on here. So, and I know this is a 20 gauge. That's a pretty thin one, right? Or that's
a good size to use. You don't want too much to come out.
Right. So there's the 20 gauge, and then I can find just the simple syringes on here as well. But
you can. So you want the glue applicator as well itself, the syringe. So it's a glue applicator syringe kit. You can buy either the individual needles, or you can buy the syringes.
Okay.
A variety of syringes and needles as a kit itself, and I think they're like $9 or $10 for a pack. This is kind of what I have. Go and pull up whatever you have when you get it. But this is what I have, and it comes with a variety of needles or tips, I should say. They're not needles. They're not sharp. They're blunt, like Derek said. And then a bunch of different size syringes. The reason why I typically use these syringes is because the rubber on the syringe part here is made of a different material than a typical syringe that you'd find from the hospital. And it doesn't dry out as easy as a regular syringe. So I definitely recommend these over a medical syringe.
Okay, I think I just found some. So I'll bring this up on the screen and see if you like this one or not. Where is it? Okay, so here it is. It's this dispenser applicator kit. It's got several different ones in here. So it's got the syringes, and then it also has some of the different, like you said, the different size needles as well.
And the squeeze bottles, if you prefer the squeeze bottle versus a needle or a syringe.
Yeah. So this is
blunt needle, tip, whatever.
So, and I'm dropping that link in here right now into the chat as well. So this is just some simple stuff that we use all the time on different things. And like I said, this is great for not even just for gadget caches, but even just for fixing things around the house. I've fixed the dishwasher piece that broke in my dishwasher. I've fixed part of the refrigerator drawers. Anything that has that plastic that you need to get fixed, this works great. Doing 3D printing, if you need to glue something that's on 3D printing, this works great as well. So this is just that weld on and these different glue applications kits is just something really, really great to get. Now, this is probably one of my go-to things all the time if I need to glue something together. Those that have asked, it's really acetone, really high acetone, so it actually doesn't burn your hands. So you can, if you touch it, and your fingers aren't going to get glued together because your fingers aren't plastic. Well, mine aren't. So you don't have to worry about that. So.
And I will say, if anybody listening has an idea to put it in the chat at the end of the show, if we have time, we'll go over your ideas as well.
Yes. Yeah. So any ideas that you guys have of some other items that you might think that everybody needs as a gadget builder. Now, one of the other ones, and I know we've talked about this before, people ask, well, what kind of, what other aspect do you think? And I really, if you use a lot of different wires, doing a lot of different wire things, doing having to strip wires and everything like that, there's a couple different wire strippers that I think are really great. I know you have one. This is the one that I use. I use this Irwin Vice Grip wire stripper. This is, if you're doing a lot of wires, this is the one that I always go for. And I know they have some other ones out there as well. And there's a link right there. Yeah,
I use that one quite often. I use two different types. There's that one there pulls on the side. You put the wire in sideways,
right,
and it pulls. Otherwise, there's another one that's like this. I don't have it up, but what it does is it actually pulls the wire back and strips it. Works the exact same way. Depends on what you prefer.
Right. So there's different ones. And I guess see if I can find. I'll see if I can find that wire stripper here in a second.
Yeah, I think these are quite a bit cheaper than those. Those ones will last forever.
Up here it is. I found it. Yeah. Let me grab the link for this one real quick.
But I use them about 50-50. It depends on what the project I'm doing.
Right. And like you said, it's a preferred, which one you want. Let's make sure this one grabs it. Okay. So yeah, here's the other one. So yeah, this is the one that Chad was just talking about, is this wire stripper like that. It may not be the exact same one, but it's
pretty close. Yeah, it is the exact same one.
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, it's 1550 right there. And here's the link for that one as well. I'm dropping that into the chat. So there is the link for those. And remember, these are all affiliate links. So anything that you do helps out the channel. So really do appreciate it. So, all right, Chad, what's another go-to item that you think we should have on here for a gadget builder?
I'm trying to come up with different things that we don't do every year, right? But it's kind of one of those things that this is what the number one things I use are. And I would say one of the number one things that I use more than most things is the waterproof buttons. The
waterproof buttons. Momentary switches. I have them here. I'm looking for them.
Those I use
pre-wired or the not pre-wired?
I usually get the pre-wired. If I have an issue with a cache that's pre-wired, then I just have to do the wire nut and put the new one on, or I have a Milwaukee wireless solder gun. I can unsolder it and solder it back together.
There's the pre-wired. Those are black, and of course you can get them in different colors, and that may have the different colors that you can link out here as well. So yeah, you can get them in different colors as well. So yeah, that's just gets you kind of into the pre-wired buttons aspect of it. So, and I'm dropping that link in here as well. Yeah, I agree. I love these buttons, and I remember these buttons being part of our event that we had here in Memphis.
Yeah, the Gadget Build-Off.
Gadget Build-Off. So that was a lot of fun seeing those builds here as well. Okay. And of course, I mean,
recently that have them on there. And I love them. I think they work great. I rarely have any issues with them.
And of course, the other thing that we always talk about for a gadget builder is going to be our LEDs. We can't forget our LEDs that we talk about on here all the time. So let's go ahead and bring those up. Pre-wired LEDs. Okay. So once again, another aspect of it, just for anybody that wants to add a little bling to their cache. They can even take just a regular cache and add a battery and an LED, and it just makes it even cooler, I believe.
Absolutely. Just adding simple LEDs can just change the feel of the cache when you go to find it. It gives it that wow effect without really spending a lot of money.
Okay. I just saw one here. I'm going to try and see if I can find one of these. B&J Bish says, have loads of ideas for what you can do with it, but haven't done it yet. But the Circuit Starter Bundle is a great intro purchase for lettering and detailing your builds. So, Cricut Starter Bundle. I was thinking Circuit. Cricut Starter Bundle. Let's see if I can. And that's a really my wife has one, and then we've done some stuff with that.
On your Cricut, yeah. Actually, I know a lot of cashers that use a Cricut, and Cricut has come out with the variety of stuff they've come out to use with those machines is amazing. Right. I have an expensive big plotter over here, but honestly, everything I do would be fine on one of those little Cricuts.
Right. I'm trying to find. Okay, here's one. All right, and of course this is the digital content bundle one. Let me pull this off the screen. So this one just has some of the vinyl, and here has the Cricut itself, has your mats, and this is just a really great aspect to do this. And I mean, you can cut stuff out here and make your templates, and then you can spray and put that on there. And then if you want to do some airbrushing and then peel it off the same way, that's what these things can do as well. Just kind of get those into your lettering aspect of it. So there's a Cricut, a digital content bundle. Cricut Maker 3 is what that one is. This is a starter kit. I know, I'm sure they have some other ones out there, and that's just to your liking of what you want here. Yeah. Andrew Bell on the Move says, I love our Cricut. So yeah, my wife, this is probably one that she's got a ton of these up there. So let me get that link on there for you. If you want to purchase this is the Cricut bundle. So Gadget Builders, you can say, hey, this is for my spouse, when it's actually for you.
And then use it all the time.
So,
hey, honey, I bought you a new 3D printer. It'll be in my shop.
So there's that link on there as well. So, and it depends on which one you get. Some of them can cut fabric. Some of them can cut different things, depending on how thickness and the different blades. So depending on what you want to do, you can look at that. Now we could get into, if you really want high-end stuff, I can't do an affiliate link for Glowforge or Xtool. I wish I could. But if you want to do laser cutting, those are the machines I would go toward. If you want to do that.
Xtool is probably the one I would go for. They actually have some relatively inexpensive machines that aren't as fancy, but they work great. That I would probably use.
And I've seen some new stuff with them where you can do a lot deeper laser cuts on stuff, and even longer, where they actually have a full feed table that you can do. I think it's like 9 feet long.
Yeah, and you have to pay for an annual subscription.
Right. So there's pluses and minuses on each one. So do your research and figure out which one you'd want. So those are the between the two brands. Or if you want to go over and higher end, there's some other ones. My niece and nephew have one that takes up their garage. So depends on how big you want to go and how much you want to spend. I think theirs was like $30,000 or $20,000.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's a big one. So, the 1, 2, 3 precision blocks. Yes. Those are another great item that you want to look at. Let's see if I can find. Yep.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people that so there's two different types. There's some with holes and threads and some that are solid. I use the solid ones more because they're a lot heavier. And the whole point for me is either I need to put weight on something or I need to make something with a 90-degree angle to hold it almost like a clamp or so if you watch our shows where when I'm building stuff with acrylic, these make great templates or angle pieces to put your acrylic apart against, or even wood, and make sure you're getting a 90-degree angle, and then it weighs it down also so it doesn't move.
Right. So there's the 1, 2, 3, some 1, 2, 3 position blocks. And those are the ones with the holes on it. So I'm gonna put that link up here into the chat right now. So that's a really great item. And believe it or not, I still don't have those.
Yeah, I use them all the time. I keep 6 of them right up here in front of right underneath my monitors because I use them all the time.
Right. I still want them. I just haven't gotten them. So, all right. So yeah, that's another good. Thanks, GCD SK11 for that one. And also thanks B&J Bish for the Cricut idea as well. So yeah, anybody else have any other ideas? Because like I said, this is part of the show that we always really enjoyed, was the interaction with our audience and what we could be doing and getting different things. So that's where we've talked about our adhesives, the acrylic. Then we also talked about, of course, right now, the 3-2-1 block. We've had our syringes for those adhesives, LEDs, momentary switches, our wire strippers. Let's see here. What else? I'm trying to think what else we could put in there. I mean, we always get asked what locks we use. That's one of the biggest things.
Locks. I use lots of different locks.
You use your locks for locks. Yeah, I mean that makes
Lots
sense.
of different locks, but hang on, you have an idea for something.
All right.
I don't have my login for the things. I can't pull it up, but I will send it to you.
Okay.
If I can here. Pretty much what it is you might be able to look
You can
it up.
just drop it in the private chat if you want.
Yeah, it's a mini screwdriver. So when I go out and do maintenance on my cache, these little things are perfect. They're not expensive. This one's a skill one that I've had for over 20 years. But I think you can get them for like $15, $16 online with tips. And I use this all the time on doing maintenance on a cache. But especially if you're using security screws, they come in the pack like this, which these should be on our list too.
That's on one of our lists. Yeah, I've seen that one. I saw that, and I'll pull that as well.
Need to have a drill or a screwdriver end to go into, or they'll just slide right into the end of the drill here. But makes maintenance a lot faster for me, so I actually really like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I'm looking at this one here. I'm trying to make sure that it's a battery powered one, because it wouldn't work well if it's not. It looks like it is. I'm going to say it is. And this one actually looks like it'll actually turn, and it'll go.
So you'd either make it straight or at an angle, which is nice because if it's deep in there, your screw, you can just push it in straight. So that's actually really cool. So rotatable handle. Yeah,
it's a rotatable handle, and it's a deal right now. So for $19.89. So here, I'll put that in there.
And I always try to keep stuff under $25 as almost like a stocking stuffer type of ideas too.
Right.
If you have a gadget builder at home, then you just throw something in their stocking.
Yep. So there's that. That's really great. And of course, that once again, this would be great around the house as well, on a lot of different projects that you might be doing. Oh, I just remembered one that I know I've had them in here before. I don't know.
Bell on the Move. I can't click on anybody's comments. Bell on the Move mentioned the center hole punch.
Center hole punch?
Yeah.
The carbide. Oh, that's the carbide tip scriber.
I actually just used them this weekend. I had family over this weekend that are also makers, and we spent the weekend in my shop making stuff. So,
speaking of makers,
we
haven't been on since you've been on Maker Magazine.
Oh, well, we should go over that.
Yeah, we'll go over that here in a second.
Yeah. We definitely can go over that. But I don't know if he's talking about this one, which is the one that makes the mark, or if he's talking about the bit that actually centers the hole itself and then drills it. So I think that's one he's talking about.
Yeah, I was looking for that too. When I
he says a punch, not a hole. So, anyways, these are great. They're not very expensive. It's a metal punch.
In fact, here's a 2. I just found a 2-pack. This is a different one than what we put on here before. I'll pull it up in just a second. I'm grabbing the link. This is actually a 2-pack for like $8. So here's a 2-pack automatic center punch. So, and there's the link, just dropping into the chat right now. There's the link for it. Adjustable tension punch tool for metal, wood, glass, and plastic. So, I mean, I know I've used this on when I'm doing different things in acrylic, or not necessarily acrylic also, but also in PVC. This just works really great. Of course, wood, and just helps keep when you're doing your bit and everything, doesn't have to be wandering all over the place. So yeah, these are really great as well. This is a 2-pack. So this is actually a pretty nice little kit.
All right. The center hole punch, I think, also one of the uses for it is if you're putting a lock on a piece of paper or on a piece of wood or any material, this will put a dent in metal as well, metal or plastic. But you take the piece, you find your hole, your mounting hole that you want to mark. If you push it in, it will snap and then leave a mark where you know to drill at. So it's kind of nice. I didn't get it pushed all the way in because of the bad angle, but when you push it in, you'll hear it snap and leave a mark like that. And so it's easy to get your drill bit in there and get a nice, good centered hole.
Right. And I just really love that. And that's just really awesome. So, all right, let's see here. We got those. I'm trying to think. Well, there was another one that I was looking at. We were talking. And of course, if you follow Chad on Instagram, you've seen he's been doing quite a bit of stuff on there. I've seen, let's see here, the electric cabinet locks. I've seen the RFID card readers. I've seen different things. Here's what I was looking for. And we were talking about doing wires earlier. And one of my favorite things to do.
The solder sleeves.
Yep. Here's the solder sleeves. I absolutely love these because then you can just take a heat gun, or if you don't even have a heat gun, believe it or not, a lighter will work as well. And you can it just solders your wires together right here in the middle. See if I can blow it up. So it has this little metal, the solder in the middle, and then it just kind of will do the sleeve. So you don't have to use shrink film on the outside of it as well. And it just really seals that wire in there really good. And I absolutely love these. Cuts time down by a lot, and you just slip the wires in there and solder them together, and you're ready to go. So these are absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, I would definitely recommend these solder and seal wire connector sleeves. And they have them different sizes in here. So you have a 300 piece, 400, 600, 150 piece. So it just depends on what how much you want.
Yeah, and how much you want to store.
Yep, exactly.
I go for the storage always, which isn't always best.
Yeah, I understand.
The nice thing about those two is those go in your, I carry a kit of stuff to repair any cache of mine with, and those can go right in there. Like you said, if you have a cache out there, you can use a lighter, right, to solder it and weld it together. Super simple, super easy. So those buttons, if you didn't want to use wire nuts, you could definitely use a solder sleeve.
Right. And Chandram just mentioning a soldering gun, good soldering iron or and soldering vise. And we do have some of those on there. I know Chad's got one that actually has the heat gun built into it as well. I'm looking for, mine's not on here. This is a pretty decent one here. And it comes with a lot of different stuff on here as well. Let me grab the link before I put it up on the screen.
But when it comes to soldering guns too, I mean, if you're starting out, I've had just as much luck with a $5 soldering gun as I have with my $200 soldering gun.
Right.
It doesn't heat up as fast. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but it works fine if you're just trying to, solder LEDs to a board or to a wire.
Now this one has has the heat gun on here as well. And then it has the soldering on there. And it has a solder sucker. It's not the electric solder sucker, and that's actually probably pulled the one up that you have that we use at Cache Fest. But this one's actually pretty decent. This has a sleep function. This is not the one that I have. The one that I have, I can't find right now, but I know it can heat up to like 800 degrees in that 800 degrees C in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, so they're fast.
It's really fast. I mean, you can burn yourself really quick on them. And remember, don't handle the shiny side with your hand.
Yeah. So these are typically with the heat gun on. There's a rework station, because if you have a face soldered part like an LED or something, the heat gun, you can loosen it up or take that LED off with the heat gun.
Right.
As well.
I mean, we could always say a good hot glue gun and get some compressed air for a gadget builder too.
Absolutely. Actually, a glue gun. I've never thought about that, but I still use a glue gun all the time.
Yeah. And then of course, Trikash just taught us that use compressed air upside down to dry that hot glue really fast. It was like, that's one of those overthinking things that we've done. Like, we'll just sit here and wait for it to dry. No, we don't have time for that. We need to our brains work too fast. So we're all ADHD. So
I think we could do a whole show on just soldering equipment that we have and what would work. I mean, you can get the desoldering, wire here that works amazing too, to take solder off or to unsolder something from a PCB or anything.
the desoldering wick.
Yeah,
That
so
is.
there's so much stuff we could do a
I mean,
whole show on just.
I mean, you can just look for it on Amazon. Desoldering wicks. There's a ton of them out there. So it just depends on what you want to look for on there. That's another great thing. We were using some of that at a Cash Fest as well. You just heat it up.
Of soldering arms.
Yep.
I use these all the time. PCB mount. I mean, I got stuff like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Soldering, we could go over.
The one that I like, and it was this one. This is what you've had, and it's not. How much is it? Oh, it's not bad. This is a little bit more. This one's about $40, but I absolutely loved this tool at Cash Fest, and it actually you'll heat the solder up, and then you just hit the button and it sucks it out.
Yeah, so it heats it and sucks at the same time. Otherwise, you got to take a soldering gun, heat it up, switch to a sucker, have them both at the same time. Absolutely no, that works so good. Yeah,
I absolutely love this. This is especially when you're doing your circuit boards that we were doing and everything. This was a lifesaver on a lot of stuff when we're trying to get those holes. And whoops, we put the LEDs on the wrong side, so we got to heat this back up and bring it up here. Third handstand, was what you were showing there a second ago. So that this is, like I said, this is the one that you can actually heat up yourself, or does it. So that's a really, really great thing. Oh, we forgot to do it. I forgot to give away the first coin. I just looked over here.
We got to talking.
Yeah, we're getting to talking and going on there. Now I'm gonna give you just a few more minutes, real quick. We'll do one here in just a little bit as well. But if you put in hashtag Gadget Talk Coin, you're in running for a Gadget Talk Coin tonight. We're gonna do one now here in about 2 minutes, and then we'll do another one right before we go off air. So put in hashtag Gadget Talk Coin in the chat, and then we'll put that up there, because right now, I gotta say it, there's 28 people online right now, but there's only 18 that have entered for this coin. So this is another great stocking stuffer for anybody. I mean, it's just a really cool coin. I don't have one sitting right here with me right here at my desk, but the Gadget Talk Coin. So put in the comments hashtag Gadget Talk Coin in here to be entered in to win this Gadget Talk Coin. You got 2 minutes before I hit that draw button, and it's going to go around. There's one. Chad's got one. So there's a Gadget Talk Coin. So yep, getting them in there. We've got 20 in here now. We've got 8 more people who haven't put it in there. So
but yep,
there's
what it looks like right there.
Yep, that's the Gadget Talk Coin.
Yep. So we'll be giving 2 of those away tonight, right?
Now, yeah, we're going to give 2 of those away tonight. We have one here going out in about a minute, and then we're going to be entering in for another one. We've got 22 people have entered in now to do it. And remember, you'll get another chance here shortly. If you don't get it this time, we'll have another one toward the end of the hour out here. And if you have any other ideas of these are some of the basic stuff for a gadget builder. Cutting. I don't think we need to get into cutting tools, because everybody has their own preference on that aspect of it. Whether it's a bandsaw, a skill saw, a table saw, or even
laser cutters, CNC machine.
Laser cutters, whatever you use. Because even if you have to use a hand saw and you're making a cache, it depends on your budget and what you want to do, and just get what you can get. And because I've seen some super creative ideas from a whole bunch of different stuff. So, all right. So here we go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and bring it back up. I think we're ready to draw. We got 24 in. So let's hit that draw. We take this off the screen. All right. And here we go. Got 25 entries in. There it goes. There it goes. Round and round. And our first winner tonight is the Happy Hodag. All right, congratulations. You get the first coin tonight. So email us.
Sorry, Derek, you're going to say it.
Yep. Email us at gadgettalkpodcast@gmail.com. Send us your address and we will get that coin out to you. There it is, gadgettalkpodcast@gmail.com. Happy Hodag. Send us that email address and we will get this coin out to you. Hopefully it'll be to you before Christmas. If not, it just makes it last longer. So, but we'll get that out to you. Congratulations on that. We're going to do another one here in about 10 minutes or so. So go ahead and continue doing that. I will kick this back and we will. All right. Let me take that off. Oh, you don't see that anyways. Actually, we'll do another one. I was hoping it was going to do where we use the same one, the Gadget Talk coin, hashtag Jet coin. Let me get it set up. Okay. All right. So that's already in there. So go ahead and put it in there again if you want to put your name in there one more time. I see 19 entries. It may populate again, but I don't know how far it goes back. So we're up to 25, 26 entries. So the newest one's in there, but everybody else go ahead and put it in there one more time at Gadget Talk coin. Making sure I spelled everything right. Okay, I did. All right. So yeah, we'll do another one here in about 10 minutes before we go off air. So, all right, Chad. So we mentioned we haven't been on since you've been in Maker Magazine. Is there a online part of it? We were talking about that.
There's an online. You have to subscribe to see it online.
Okay. I'm sure you get a copy right there.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I think I got my copies just like a month and a half ago. I had to go buy them at the store. So for some reason they got misplaced. So, but they finally sent them to me. So it's one of those things. We actually have our own section in Maker Magazine, or in the Make Magazine. It's hard to see here. It says geocache gadgets.
Oh yeah,
in the blue there.
Yep, I see that.
So that's really cool. It's on page 68. And so it wasn't just me; it was Tricaches was in here as well. Talking about Gilby and his caches.
I said Chad was in there. I didn't say which one.
Yeah, it's the Chads. So it's kind of cool if you have a chance. It's a cosplay edition, which is, for me, I love making stuff. So I actually really read a lot of that. But it goes in here and talks about our stuff. This is Chad's page here.
Yep, Gilby.
Yep. And he had Jeremy on here. I don't know if he's in the show or not. He's actually, what page am I on? Ooh,
you're on. Yeah, you got it.
Backwards on everything. He's actually the one who contacted me originally and wanted to know if I wanted to be in Make Magazine. He's done a lot of work with Make Magazine and articles, and said I was the first person he thought about putting in there, and then wanted to have Chad put in there too. He actually found Chad's caches, so he did a good write up on Chad's.
That's really cool.
Caches, and then his is kind of in the woods, and mine's urban caches. Right. So then I have a couple pages of mine as well. Unfortunately, the person who wrote my article is not a writer, so it's not written the best. But anyways, it was fun. And then I went over the Magic Blocks kits here on how to make them and where to buy the parts. That was something that Make Magazine, part of Make Magazine is to actually share how to make stuff. So we had to figure out an idea to make, and I thought the Magic Block kits are a big hit with everybody. So we stuck those in there. So it's a good article on there, and it was the first time that we've been in any geocaches have been in the magazine. So thought it was really good.
Well, congratulations to both Chads on getting into that magazine. That's really cool. That's such a really cool honor to be able to be in there. That is really neat.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention too much about it because I really would like to have Chad on, as well as Jeremy on a show, and we could talk about it then and kind of go more into detail with it. Yeah. Because I don't want to take, credit for myself for like, oh, look at me, I'm in a magazine type thing. So
right. I just think it's really cool seeing the gadget aspect of it, and you two you and both chats, Bounce and Try Caches. You guys are some of the most premium gadget builders that I've seen, and I love your caches. And those are just that's really cool. And that's just like I said, that's just a really great honor to be in that magazine. I hope they do it more. That's what that'd be really cool to be able to.
They talked about doing it a little bit more often. I'm not sure with the same people or not, but yeah, it was a great honor when they contacted me. I was like, yeah, absolutely, I'll do it. What do you need? Yeah. So and it took almost a year. I think it was. When did it come out? Maybe 8 months. I think it was actually. Okay. For it to actually be, when we started talking about it, for it to come out to get actually put in the magazine.
That's really cool. How often do they put that magazine out? Is it monthly or is it quarterly?
It's quarterly.
Okay, because so they have a whole bunch of articles that they need to put out and figure out how they want to do that. So that's really cool.
So it's article, or it's 86 is the article we're in, or the magazine number. Instead of having 8 or a month, it's 86 because I think it's quarterly.
That's really cool. That's really cool. So I know y'all, everybody that's on here is going, well, when's going to be the next Gadget Talk? When are you guys going to be building something different? We don't know yet. We're trying to figure out when we can do this. I don't know if we're going to try and maybe do like the 5th Sunday of the month or something like that right now. I don't know what's going to happen just because the way they're wanting to do the show schedules and everything, that's just how it's going to work out right now until I get a different position or different job where I'm not working nights anymore. From 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning, it's kind of hard to kind of do a show when you're driving a tug around FedEx here at the hub and trying to avoid getting injured at different places. So it's going to be kind of crazy. I'll be honest, I'm looking, but we'll see what happens. I'm just kind of I have a lot of feelers out there right now, trying to find something where I can get actually doing maybe this more or back in the video, doing that full time is where I really want to be back into. So if you know of anything, send it my way. So and I want to stay in Memphis. I'm wanting to stay in Memphis. So if it's doing some remote stuff, I'd love to be able to do that. So, and then I can actually maybe get back out in the shop and start doing some more builds and do some other stuff. Jim's asking, can we do can you record a non-live version of the show? We could. We've talked about it, but the whole thing that we absolutely love about this show is the interaction with the audience. And if we did one that's not live, we wouldn't have that interaction. And that's something that we absolutely love because we love the feedback. We love to hear your ideas, and that just helps us to expand. And with what we think, and we saw this when we did our the Gadget Build Off this year. We had put out parts in there, and we were thinking one thing, and none of our thoughts ever came out on what was there. Everybody came out with something completely different, and that's the aspect of this that we like. We have our mindset on one thing, but it goes completely different down a different road, and that's what we love about the audience in there. So Jim would love to do that, but I don't think it wouldn't be the Gadget Talk that we all know and love if we did it that way. So we talked about it.
Yep, absolutely. And I don't have any desire to go on without Derek. So
we've talked about that too. It's like, I can't, if you want to move with somebody else, that's fine.
As everybody knows, I'm not a talker like Derek. Derek, I need him. I'm just behind the scenes person.
I'm just Phil.
I just like to
fill
build
in for
stuff.
anything. Yeah, I fill in. So yeah, that's what we're at on that. So yeah, all right. And I'm seeing people put it back in there. Yeah, put in Gadget Talk coin. We're gonna do another draw here in just a few more minutes because we're gonna be. I don't want to keep Chad talking any longer than he has to, so we're going to be going off pretty much right at 8:00 Central. So I'm pulling it back up again. So yeah, put in Gadget Talk coin one more time. There's 30 people on. I see 28 entries right now. So put that in. We're going to draw for another Gadget Talk coin, and then if you win, you're going to email us at gadgettalkpodcast@gmail.com. See if it'll do two of them at the same time. Oh, it does. Okay. You'll email us at gadgettalkpodcast@gmail.com, but you see that scrolling across the bottom of your screen right now. 31, 28 entries, 32 people watching, 28 entries. So, but get that on there, and we will make sure to get that. This is another great stocking stuffer. But tonight since we haven't been on in a while, we wanted to kind of catch you guys up on what's been going on in our lives and different aspects of it. And then also wanted to just go over some of the basic gadget stuff that we've done several times, but it's the stuff that it's our go-to stuff. And I think it's just really great things for everybody. So
yeah. And we were trying not to put in some stuff that we've gone over the last 2 years with, right? Trying to come up with new ideas.
Right. And even if it's the same thing, maybe something a little bit different to it. So
yeah,
like the solder sucker. I like that solder sucker, man. I was so impressed with that thing because I hated putting here. Okay. And I had the manual one, then I have to hold it right next to it, and you got to do it so fast. So, and you end up burning the tip. Okay. Jim's asking for doggy pictures. I'm going to mute myself real quick, and I'm going to see if I can get at least one of them over here real quick. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah. Oh yeah. And yeah. And you'd actually say, I figured there's busy holidays. It hasn't been actually as busy as what they, as bad right now, but this week is going to be kind of rough is what I've understood. But yeah, so hold on, let me mute myself real quick, and I'm going to see if I can get a little puppy over here.
I can probably try and get one too, but yeah, it's been busy holiday for me too, traveling between, for work, and then also had the chance to go to Oklahoma, to scout out for Cash Fest.
I'm gonna let you talk for a second. I'm gonna go grab this one.
Okay.
Bring you full screen.
Yeah. All right. Had a chance to go to Oklahoma to scout out for Cash Fest next year, and it's an amazing place. It's Norman, Oklahoma. Sorry, my cold. There's so much stuff to do between Oklahoma City and Norman that it's going to be an amazing time. In fact, I'm going to show up probably 5 days before the event just to actually do stuff myself. So that'll be fun. And then we'll also have another Gadget Academy there. So if you're not coming, then sign up, do your will attend, be the first mega in Oklahoma. And it's going to be a blast. I don't know if we're doing a Gadget build off again. I believe we're trying to, but that's something we're still talking about doing. Oh, here we go. Look at that puppy.
Here's one.
So tiny.
Yeah.
How old is he?
She is about 9 weeks, 10 weeks old. And I'm getting Milo's coming down. I had to trim her hair just around her nose just real quick, just kind of because she couldn't see anybody. And of course, this is Nikki's coming in behind right now. This is hers. This is her new little puppy. This is Ashla, named after Ahsoka, of course, because she's the SW dancer. So yeah, she's a sheepoo, just like Chewie is. So
I'll go see if I can grab one real quick.
This is her debut. We just got her yesterday. And Milo, who is a Frenchton, I think is coming down right now. I hear him somewhere. I hear something. And there's Curtis hollering for him. So, but yeah, this is Ashla. And Chewie's around here somewhere too. So yeah, we got 3 little pups. But yes, we call her nickname, we're calling her Furball, because she's just all fur, and that's all she is. All right, Nikki, I'll hand this one to you, and this one, there goes one. And here's Milo. So he's a little Frenchman. He's a French bulldog with mixed with a Boston Terrier. So I think he looks like a cartoon. It really is what I think he looks like. So he's got this little spot right here, and of course there's Chewie. So
in his pajamas.
Yep, he's got his pajamas. We got actually all 3 of them have the same pajamas.
You get an hour.
So cute.
So all right. So Chad, let me bring up yours now.
Mine are a little bit older. They're 15 weeks.
It's a little older and a lot bigger.
Oh gosh!
Our new house cow.
That's 15 weeks?
Yeah.
That doesn't look 15 weeks to me.
I think she's like 60 pounds.
And there's Preston back there.
Hey, Preston.
And this is our male.
Goodness gracious.
Here, he's a little bit bigger.
Look at those.
Oh,
They're
Yeah.
not that much older than you.
Hey,
What are we
Preston, you want to
doing?
play a little bit?
Never mind.
So,
50.
puppies, yeah.
Oh, and then there they go. So, yep, Milo and oh, good grief. Those, what are their names?
Duke and Stella.
Duke and Stella. All right.
Yeah.
Ah! So, yep. So, yeah, this is the male, and of course, this is Milo. This is Sam's.
He
His,
doesn't like him so far.
it's Miles. Miles. It's Milo Jameson Schmacker is what he wanted this one to be named. So, but yeah, he's probably one of the most photogenic little pups I've ever seen. So you're welcome, Jim. Here, I'm gonna hand him.
Super
back to
cute,
you.
yeah.
I got 2 puppies.
All right. So we'll get back to kind of what we're doing right now. Oops. Oh, we're already on 2. I was trying to click 2 screens. All right. So we have our Gadget Talk coin ready to give away our last coin tonight. We'll pull down the banners, except for the here, because if you win this coin, you will need to email us your address so we can get that out to you. So, hey, Chad, we brought up our ratings when we brought on the dogs. Maybe we should do that.
We should bring dogs every time.
Yeah. I think that would be a good thing. So, yeah, thanks, everybody. Thanks for, the Gadget dogs and stuff. Yeah, that was 15 weeks, and your dogs are that big. But of course, they're Great Danes, but
Yeah, they're
still.
Great Danes.
All right, so here we go. Rolling the entries. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Going through here, of course, UDAC, you can't win another one. Here we go. It's coming up, and the winner is Reese 486. Congratulations! I take it you're from Arkansas, so you're not too far away from here. So congratulations, Reese 486. Send us an email at gadgettalkpodcast@gmail.com, and you will be able to get that coin. So seeing some of the comments over here. I don't know if you're seeing. Pizza News says you should build a doghouse gadget cache.
It is. It's the whole house. It's their dog
It
house.
is. Well, yeah.
It's like you should put a dog door in. I'm like, it is. There's a door.
We just completed our first Doggo Geo art today. Doggy Geo art. Congratulations. That's really cool. So once again, congratulations, Reese 486, for winning the second coin that we're giving away tonight. Please send us an email at gadgettalkpodcast@gmail.com, and we will get that out to you. So, all right, Chad.
Awesome.
It has been so much fun being on here tonight. It's been a blast. I've missed this, and I know y'all have missed us being on here with you. I just miss interaction and everything.
We appreciate all the support our listeners give us. I've gotten quite a few, as well as you, messages asking what was going on. So
yeah, and the biggest thing is it's me. I'm the problem because of my work schedule. Otherwise, we'd probably be on sometime during the week. But until that changes, we'll do what we can when we can. So
yeah, unless something comes up and I really want to show something, I won't be on. But I don't want to do that without Derek. I don't want to have to talk.
So I appreciate everybody being on with us. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. So love seeing you. Thanks for the support. Yeah, I know. I believe it's stupid work. Yep, it gets in the way of everything, doesn't it? So I wish everybody a safe and happy holidays. And we'll let you know when we're going to be on the next time. So, and I got somebody over here is trying to photobomb.
Curtis, it's okay. You can come stand on the screen.
You caught me.
I know. I caught you back there. All right, everybody.
Christmas.
All right.
Have a great holiday, and we cannot wait to see y'all again and maybe see you at an event coming up pretty soon.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.